I thought he was gonna get dubbed. He playing Crenshaw. That's a goodie down here in Toronto. Down four, 3 minutes. I mean, minute left in third. He's gonna look too well.
Keep going through spikes so I can't hit a jumper. That's how I was up on 15 on cooking a lot. Couldn't hit a jumper. Like my game just be doing lag fucking thing. I know you
The Bulls play before the hometown crowd.
Here we go.
And we've got it live for you right here from Chicago. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce.
seen it.
Oh, great. That was great. That was saying Carlo. Wonderful.
Y'all ever heard of a nigga named I gotta stop saying Drake. Bobby used to be music sports. Nigga get a lot of videos like that. In the lane, tapping in. The nigga call like
Post him in the chat.
Looking at Chicago, they want to turn it around after that loss to the Houston Rockets. Here's Walsh. Outside Roy. Driving to the basket. And Brandon Roy with the slam.
A little extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force. Jordan wide open. Off target from three-point range. Richard, the Bulls knocked out of the play-in by the Miami Heat for 3 seasons in a row.
You can't call it a rivalry if it's in the play-in. It's not the playoffs. The playoffs, with the Bulls finally committed to a rebuild, it could be a while before they create any more impressive postseason narrative.
Here's Roy, and then Roy with the dunk.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Now, here's Jordan. O'Neal wide open. No good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now, Jordan. Following the miss by John Morant from deep.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
And the Jazz can't hang on to the ball. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. We talked about the game plan he has in place for John Morant. Coach was forthcoming, saying it's no secret you need to turn him into a shooter. If he gets a step at the rim, we've already lost that battle. He can drain a few from outside, but we are willing to live with that. Appreciate the honest answer. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
That first step of Ja, he's one of the few guys that's not only quick, but fast. And this man is lightning fast.
Rollins with the bucket.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Morant, right side. Outside for Roy. 4 on the clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
To the wing right side. Johnson outside. There's the drive.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Here's Roy. And then Roy with the jam.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
O'Neal on the wing. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Jerome. Following the basket by John Morant. And there's the call on Roy. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late. And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
No good on the quick 3. And it's Morant missing. The Bulls leading by 9. In recent seasons, availability has been a problem for John Morant. Greg, dig into that a little bit.
Well, from a league suspension to multiple injuries, Morant has missed a significant amount of time, but we know when he's on the court, he's a game changer.
Outside, Adebayo. Left side, O'Neal. The 3-pointer off the mark. Jazz trailed by 11. Low block shot. And that one's good. Morant. Morant's got 8.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Johnson the screen. The shot by Rollins, no good.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
For 3, Roy. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Pass to Adebayo. Over Roy. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
And the dunk by Wallace.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing. Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
From outside the arc, the Jazz with another miss. Here's Rollins. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Rollins got 16.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Chicago with the ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Another three for Chicago.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Knocked away and stolen by Wallace. And Wallace slams it in.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
And this is why turnovers give coaches and fans gray hairs.
Here's Rollins, and the Bulls another three.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Pass to Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Johnson the screen. Down low. It's stolen by Carter. Shepard with the ball. Out defended by Adebayo. And again, it's Utah.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
O'Neal on the wing. Here's Rollins. He's got 22. Another three for Chicago. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Morant comes with the double team. Stolen by Robinson. And here we go. Fast break and Morant's got it. And finished off by Morant.
With elite speed and quickness, Morant continues to be ferocious on those fast breaks.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, John Morant able to fly with the best, but he said, sometimes I get knocked out of the air and hit the floor. After the game, you may feel that, so I just pick and choose, man. Hey, 2 points is 2 points. I get it done. That's all that matters. Back to you.
He can still get up. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Outside for Robinson. Knocks it loose. Morant fades in.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
Pass to Bay. .46 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Jazz trailed by 14. To the middle. Robinson. There's the three. Morant right side. The Jazz working the ball around now. The offensive rebound. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
The steal. No good with the triple. 2 on the clock. And it's laid in by Roy. Roy's got 8 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's Chicago, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Here's Wallace. And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
Giddey, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Wallace attacking. Pass to Carter. The shake. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Bay wide open, and he fires. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And I love how assertive Bay is offensively. Solid at catching the defender there off guard. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Carter comes in with the double team. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots it up. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Well, Josh Giddey provides a Ford General's mentality, RJ, in a 6'8" frame.
Yeah, he sees the floor extremely well and prides himself on his ability to create easy looks for his teammates, especially in transition.
Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. The great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8" but plays like a small point guard.
Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Rebound by Wallace. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 14. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. Second shot opportunity. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Wallace has got 8 points.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint. And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
On the wing, Giddey. Pass to Bay. Launches it. And again, Chicago. No good. Jazz trail by 12. And here is Robinson. The Jazz working the ball around now. For 3. A nice shot by Walsh. Walsh has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Jordan with it. He's picked up by Roy. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Bulls lead by 12.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Here's Walsh. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Michael Jordan on the wing. To the wing on the left. And they double up Jordan. Lets the 3 fly. David Robinson with the rebound. Jazz trail by 12. Pass to Walsh. Robinson down low. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
There's the double team with Roy. From deep, Jordan. A 3 for Jordan.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Back to Morant. This one for 3. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
The competitive fire of Morant matching the 3 on the other end.
And there's the call on Roy. That's foul number 2 for him. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. Here's Strother. Finished off the break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Wallace. And the jam by Wallace.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Takes a 3, and the Bulls with another miss. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just gotta time it up right.
Strother, no good. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Jordan. And the rejection by Noel. Pass to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. 6 to shoot. They get it back. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Pass to Strother. Here's Wallace. Releases. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. It's Chicago. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Here's Rollins. Johnson the screen. The shot by Rollins, no good. Jazz trailed by 8. Wallace outside. Clock at 6. With the floater, here's Shepard. His 3-pointers off the mark. Bulls leading by 8. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
His 4th personal foul. We'll see how the coaching staff handles this.
Morant comes with the double team. D. Badabayo. It's good from long range.
And he's worked hard on that shot. Bam is now very willing to let it fly from beyond the arc. I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Back to Arabia. 5 on the clock. Here's Rollins. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Jazz trail by 9. Outside for Roy. Morant outside. And it's Jordan with the rebound. And they double up Jordan. And there's the call on Roy. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And you think about the balance of power between the conferences. How about this, Greg? In the last 26 years, there have only been 3 Eastern Conference teams.
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
You love how each side has...
Oh, he's a high flyer!
Ooh, that was nasty.
That's just filthy.
That's a dunk that would get some high scores. You know Johnson put some time into that one.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Fires for 3. The shot by Rollins, no good. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. He said to them, quote, "We've worked hard to come back. We have them on the ropes, but we have yet to land the knockout blows. We'll see if they can." Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Morant off the bounce. Yes, that goes in. Morant's got 21 in the game.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Driving inside. Jordan looking around. Now, Adebayo. 3.
Adebayo stretching his range, able to connect there.
And he jams it in.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Adebayo. Here's Rollins. Oh, the fierce finish with the double clutch.
The adjustment, man, what a finish.
Defensive foul.
Free throw drops for Rollins. Jazz trail by 9. Morant outside. He's off from 3.
That is not the shot they needed there. You got to work it around and get a better look.
For the Jazz, this one's not looking good. Launches it. Cleared away by Adebayo. Jordan with it. He's picked up by Morant. Launches from deep. Robinson there for the rebound.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Shoots the 3. Down he goes for 3.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to be in there. And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Oh, my goodness, the slam.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
Give this man the ball, and he will make something happen. Morant rises to the occasion, man.
And here is Jordan. Here's Walsh. A three-pointer. Good.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Driving the lane. Michael Jordan. That one's off. Still out of sync. With the step up. Now Morant to take the lead. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. There's the double team with Roy. Johnson. Oh, what a finish.
And whatever this team needs, Johnson is willing and able to provide.
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Morant having that it factor, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Oh no, that was a huge turnover. That cannot happen at this point in the game.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
And definitely, they got to get that defensive strategy in place. You have to play it smart. A stop probably wins the game for them, but they cannot afford a foul. You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. For the win, misses the three. And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Scotty Burns, Walter Clayton Jr., Luke Grazar. I don't even know that nigga name. Luke Grazar? Garza?